Good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, so we're going to go over a video of things to do after you throw. So we just recently made a video on how to prepare yourself for throwing. This is a great way to help you with recovery afterwards you're throwing. A lot of things that we're going to do is very similar to our pre-throwing routine, but now it's geared more towards recovery. So we're going to try to get more blood flow into that shoulder area, shoulder and elbow, but then we're going to try to stimulate recovery afterwards. So to start out, I have two mini bands here. You could use a J band, or if you have just two thin bands like this, wrap it around a pole or a fence or something, that's fine too. So everything we do today is going to be 10 reps. So the first one here, this is going to be a banded YTW. So your arms are going to be straight, you're holding onto the band, you're going to bring it up overhead, creating a Y. You're going to hit 10 reps there, and then you're going to go right into a T, pinching those shoulder blades back, 10 reps there, and then right into a W, 10 reps there. As soon as you're done with that, you could use this with a J band, or you could go like I said before, these thin bands. If you're using a J band, you're just going to grab the whole band. So this is a band pull apart. You're going to point your knuckles forward, wrist straight, pull it apart, pinch your shoulder blades together. 10 reps, you could go up to 20. Afterwards, you're going to go right into banded dislocators. You're going to give me 5 reps with the palms facing down. So you're going to go overhead, stretch the band out, go to the butt, and then back around. Okay, 5 reps with the palms facing down, 5 reps with the palms facing up, overhead and back around. After that, you're going to finish off with some external rotation work. So you could do this with the J band again. You just attach the strap to your wrist, or you can have a thin orange band or a thin mini band. I actually prefer these because they're a little bit lighter. You can get that rotator cuff involved a little more. You're going to set your elbow up right about shoulder level, right in that scapular plane. So you don't want to be here, you don't want to be all the way closed in and kind of pinching your shoulder in like that. Somewhere in between. I'm going to take my other hand and use it for support, and I'm going to externally rotate. As you rotate back, if you feel your bicep turning on or your elbow dropping, you can scooch in a little bit, take off the tension so you don't feel that maximal tension towards the end. 10 reps aside there. Once you're done with the external rotation, we're going to move into tricep extensions. So you're going to do a single arm tricep extension. You're going to grab onto this, a little thicker band here. You can wrap that around like a top of a power rack or top of a fence. You can do this with the J bands as well. And you're just going to fully extend. And at the bottom, try to squeeze your tricep as much as you can. When you do that, try not to let your shoulder rotate forward and kind of glide forward like that. Try to keep your shoulder blade back. Extend the elbow, squeeze the tricep. You can go 10 to 20 reps on each side here. And then as soon as you're done with that, you're going to take that same band, we're going to bring it down to the foot. We're going to do the exact same thing but with hammer curls. So this is a single arm hammer curl. Shoulder blades back, pull it up to the shoulder and then back down. 10 to 20 reps on each side there. After the band of the hammer curls, you're going to also throw in what's called ain't got no money. So you could, like I said before, you can do this with a J band, or you can just do it with a thin mini band. You're going to have your elbows to your side, pinch your shoulder blades back, try to pinch your elbows to your side like you're trying to like pinch your glove. You rotate out with the palms facing up, pinch your shoulder blades together more, and then bring it back. 10 reps there.
Awesome. So after you do all of that J band or mini band work, another thing that we recommend is to get yourself some hand expanders. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to use a regular rubber band after that too. But so these are like, you can easily get these on Amazon. I think they're only a couple bucks. They're basically just little rubber bands. If you get the actual hand expander pack though, they'll come with a bunch of different resistances, so you can actually work your way up and actually get stronger in this movement too. What you do with the band is you put it right around your fingertips, and you're just going to open up against that resistance, okay? Again, the thicker the rubber band, and if you get the hand expander pack, you'll actually get thicker rubber bands with that, but the thicker the rubber band, the more resistance, the tougher it's going to be, okay? What this is going to do, it's going to get a lot of blood flow down into that elbow area, okay? And kind of balance out the wrist flexors and the wrist extensors, so the strength of the wrist flexors and the strength of the wrist extensors, okay? On your throwing arm, you're going to be a lot very flexor dominant because you've been gripping a baseball so much, especially during your throwing routine and throughout your whole life. The muscles on the front of your forearm that close your hand are going to get way stronger than the muscles on the back of your forearm and kind of attached to that tricep area too, that expand your fingers, okay? Because you don't use this nearly as much as you use here. So you want to balance that out in order to help reduce elbow pain and get some blood flow into that area in order to start to recover. If you just have a normal rubber band, if it's a long one, just double it up around your fingers and do the same thing, okay? And one thing I recommend too is you're gonna do high rep sets of this, so like sets of 100, okay? As you're doing that set of 100, try to find different hand and elbow positions to hit all of those little muscles in your forearm that turn your forearm over, pronate and supinate, to hit them all a little bit differently, get some blood in that area, and help recover. After you do all of that band work, you're going to go into a recovery breathing protocol called box breathing, okay? So we kind of want to use this breathing because what it's going to do is it's going to initiate our parasympathetic nervous system, which is kind of our rest and recovery nervous system. You were just up here, you know, ready to go because you were just throwing really, really intensely. Now we want to come back down so our body can actually rest and recover and repair all the damage that you kind of just did from throwing, so you can get ready for the next time that you're going to be throwing. So we just did all of our blood flow work with the bands. Now what we're going to do is turn that parasympathetic nervous system on with this box breathing. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into a comfortable position with your back on the floor. You're going to put your feet up at 90 degrees, okay, on maybe a bench or whatever implement that you have available to you, okay? You're gonna put one hand on your chest and you can put one hand on your stomach, okay? What you wanna be doing when you do this is take really big, deep belly breaths. So when you breathe in, you should feel that hand on your stomach rise before the hand on your chest rises. So we're not here taking a big, deep breath into our chest. We're taking big, nice, deep, relaxing breath into our belly, okay? What you're gonna do for the box breathing protocol is you're gonna take a big breath in, you're gonna hold it, you're gonna go exhale, and then you're gonna hold that exhale, okay? And all of those steps are gonna be for a certain count. So we'll start with 3 seconds. So that's gonna be a 3-second inhale, 3-second hold, 3-second exhale, 3-second hold. Make sure all of that breathing is done through your nose, okay? As you get better at that, you can increase the amount of time for each step. So go from 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. You can probably get all the way up to 6 seconds, okay? Go do this breathing protocol for about between 3 and 5 minutes after you do your post-throwing routine.